weird. That's really weird. This disgusting. This disgusting. This disgusting.
This one's for George Floyd's family.
Is disgusting.
Wow, that was beautiful. You're welcome.
Welcome to Boiler Room. This is Boiler Room, and that was a great DJ set right there by this guy here. Thank you. That was for George Floyd's family.
Guys, wow, I forgot to update the crawl, but if you still want to talk about the best No Limit album covers, feel free. I think we've already kind of established, based on the votes from last show, that that Cool Keith, satirical one with the roach in the, in the burger and all that stuff, that's the best No Limit album cover, even though it's not one. But anyway, guys, let's get on point here. Got a lot of crap to talk about today. We're going to talk about, we got an interview with somebody. Not Slavoj Zizek. We got an interview with somebody because, I don't know if you guys heard about this, but Texas is kind of, they're doing a little bit of, where is it? They're doing a little bit of...
You're hurting the kids.
They're doing a little bit of that. Let me see if I can read this, just to give you a taste of what we're going to be working with today. Is they passed the Texas Senate on Friday passed legislation that would end requirements that public schools include writings on women's suffrage and the civil rights movement in social studies classes. So we actually got somebody from the Texas State Senate. What's this person's name? Leslie Ann McTray, and she's going to be on the show to defend this law. She's just going to come on here. She agreed to come on here. She's going to defend not requiring social studies teachers to teach the civil rights movement and women's suffrage. Seems like kind of, that might be important. So I'm really interested to hear what her defense is going to be. So, but before we get there, we do a check-in on this show. Instead of just learning how to make sure that the stream is working properly, we just ask people. So Landriel, are you there?
I am here.
Landriel, is the stream working?
I see the stream. Just there's a slight delay.
Oh.
Between us talking and the stream going up, but that makes sense. So.
There's a little bit of a delay because a lot of people come on here and they'll say, slurs. So I need that time to edit, to cut that out, I need need that delay.
Yeah.
But Landriel,
for the good of humanity.
Exactly. Yeah. Landriel, how are you?
I'm good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Are you pumped from last show?
I am pumped from last show. Final two. I feel like this is less like The Bachelorette and more like Survivor, if that makes sense.
It's really
Because like the
it's brutal.
right, yeah, it is brutal, and also they like the guys are still around, so they're like the jury, at
Yes.
tribal council.
Yes.
So like I'm like still talking with them, and they're like talking to me about strategy and stuff. I'm like, this is something that wouldn't happen on The Bachelorette.
So anybody who doesn't know what we're talking about, there's this woman on the who comes on the show a lot. Her name's Chippy, and she's doing her, I would say, kind of like even more harsh version of The Bachelorette, where she just kind of like cuts people, and the one who wins, the one who survives, he gets her hand in romance. But there's 2 guys left, right?
Right, yeah, it's me and the comedian.
You and the comedian.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a really tough one. And
Yeah.
correct me if I'm wrong, but your mom and her group of misfit, sort of wild and crazy friends was on the last show, right?
Yes, it was. It was the kind of emergency option that I had, because Richard was a great competitor. He's a great guy.
Yep.
And they went on an IRL date, so how was I going to top that, right?
That's pretty crazy that she had already gone on an IRL date with a guy who she ended up cutting.
Yeah.
Maybe he blew it. Maybe he blew it on that date,
Yeah, well, I mean, people can read into what they want to read in. As far as I know, Richard is an upstanding
He seems
gentleman.
nice. He seems like a really good dude. And last show he was showing off his George W. Bush action figure. So he's got some things going on. He's got some stuff going.
For sure.
All right. Well, I'm going to flush you for a second, but you'll be back on later, okay?
You got it.
Bye-bye. Chippy, are you there? Chippy, are you there?
Oh my god, you always just grab me so randomly and I am not prepared. What are you doing?
Chippy,
What you doing?
Chippy, I don't know if you just heard this, but I was just talking to Landriel, and there's a lot of kind of anxiety about the Toilerette. Who's gonna win?
Yeah. I'm
But-
excited. I'm excited because, I have some ideas, I have some thoughts, but obviously the date is going to be the final thing to help me decide who is gonna be basically the love of my life,
So are we doing this today or Wednesday?
Wednesday, RM, you know this. Come on, man.
Okay, Wednesday. Everybody look, is today's show going to be great? Yes. But Wednesday, you definitely got to tune in to see who's going to win the Toilerette.
Yeah. Oh, before you flush me, did you hear that Peppa the Pig is causing American children to have British accents?
Is it really?
Yeah. It's like, what's the point of CRT? It's Peppa the Pig, dude. Peppa the Pig is destroying our culture. Peppa the Pig is it's the new British invasion.
Oh boy, Peppa the Pig. Yeah, this is how it starts. Or what if it's kids are watching that show that you watch, the Peaky Blinders?
That's exactly what I was thinking. So I watched a clip of a kid of the evidence of the Peppa effect. That's what the parents are calling it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, you imagine if this kid just one day just goes, "You fucking cunt."
It does. You know what? That show might be confusing because Peaky Blinders sounds like a name of a kid's show a little bit.
That is true.
Right.
You imagine.
All
All right.
Chippy gets chopped. We chop Chippy, right? Man, what else do we have today? A lot of stuff. Got a lot of stuff we're gonna read about. Oh my God! Before we even I gotta say too, like I did that thing. I don't know if you guys do this, where if you're a lazy slob, you do this thing called just leaving food out. You eat the food and then you're just sort of like, I'm just gonna leave this here for a couple weeks. And now we're talking like a habitat. Like, remember when they were talking about the lady who would go study the bats in Wuhan? My home has become a habitat for fruit flies. They are everywhere. They're on my face. I've probably ingested thousands of them, and I cannot figure out a way. If anybody has any help, please help. Please help. Somebody said they're going to watch Game 6 instead of... That's just record it. Just watch. Just watch or do what I do with sports. Is just watch the highlights on YouTube. That's what I did with the Stanley Cup. Like, okay, there we go. They scored 1 goal. Great. I'm glad that I didn't waste, at 90 minutes watching this. Okay, yeah. Before we get started, I gotta say, guys, just a quick recommendation. We like to give recommendations on this thing.
This is problems. I have a lot of somethings with.
No.
And I kind of stumbled into watching this beautiful show that I really want to give you guys a heads up on that you need to check out, which is called, what is this thing called again? The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch on the History Channel. Oh man, I gotta say, this is accidentally the funniest show that I've ever seen on TV. If you could get your hands on The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch, please watch this show. And what this show is supposed to be, people are already saying, remove the food, 2 apple cider vinegar in a bowl with some saran wrap and holes poked in it. You know, I read online, it's apple cider vinegar, soap, water, and sugar. And they seem to be drawn to that, but they're just like reproducing. They're reproducing faster than I can kill them, I think, because the bowl is filled with them and they're still flying around. But anyway, The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch it's these group of guys who are supposed to be the setup of the show is they're catching some aliens. They go to this place called Skinwalker Ranch and they're catching aliens. And it's supposed to be very scary and very intense. It's absolutely like the funniest show that's ever been put on TV. Because what it really is a group of like red state dads with their like, bright white New Balance out in the middle of nowhere in the desert, just getting into trouble. It's like a summer camp for like MAGA dads. And the setup is that this rich guy purchased Skinwalker Ranch, which is like there's high alien activity there. He purchased this place. He's like this like cartoon of a rich guy. It's like the whole thing seems fake, like a fake rich guy who hires these dads to go find aliens, and all they do is like, look at grainy video. One of them like gets sick because he went down into a hole in the ground. Like it's unintentionally the greatest show I've ever seen in my life. So
Everyone's scared. Everyone's scared.
when people watch it,
Everyone's scared.
Everyone's scared.
Everyone's scared.
but it is the greatest thing I've ever seen. Please, anybody out there who's willing to watch it and then report back what you think. In finals history, so somebody they're just having their own NBA talk in the chat. The chat has just turned into NBA talk. No warning shots. Are you there?
What's going on, baby boy? How you been?
What up? What up? No warning shots. I want to give my condolences to the you getting kicked out, you getting booted out of the toilet.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It's tough. What are you gonna do?
Can't win them all. Can't win them all.
Yeah, you can't win them all. God bless whoever's left, the Landriel and the comedian. They're both fantastic boys, and they're both very lucky. And Chippy's gonna be very lucky with whoever she picks.
Oh my God, what a I would say a great winner, or a great loser, I guess I would say. That sounded bad. You're just handling this very well, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do? To be honest, I didn't think I was gonna make it to the semis, especially with all those hunks in there. I mean, did you see those guys? I mean, there's some beefcakes.
There's some, I would say, solid hunks in there. It's sort of
absolutely.
Again, and I would say it's barf inducing, these guys.
Yeah.
Like they're sort of like cartoon, they're like clip art hunks. Like it's over the top,
Right, like some Johnny Bravo.
They
type
look like
physique.
That's exactly what my decrepit brain was grasping for. Johnny Bravo. A lot of Johnny Bravo looking ass MFs in here.
Right. Yeah,
But yeah, I don't
definitely.
think you're gonna have any problems in the romance department because you're a good-looking guy and you got a good style. You got the tie-dye overalls, the official, not a knockoff, not some of this fake crap, but real Stetson hat.
Yeah, it's true.
What is
Oh,
that?
yeah.
Because all those Stetsons have different names. What's the name of yours?
I have no clue. It's
Okay.
actually an heirloom, per se.
Ah,
So,
very good. You
I didn't
inherited
buy
it.
it. Yeah, I didn't buy it. I don't know. I mean, my old man got it like fucking 30 years ago or something.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know which one it is. I'm sure if you look it up, you can find like what model it
Mhm.
is. It's
Ye-
like a flat brim, brown, simple hat. I don't know what it's called though.
Somebody said Stetson, more like Studson. So they think you're a Johnny Bravo S stud too.
Wow, I'm flattered.
You're among the ranks of the handsome, I would say.
Wow, I appreciate it. I'm blushing right now. You can't see, but
Well, no warning shots. I got two things. One, I'm still send me an invoice or whatever for getting my own pair of those tie-dye overalls. That's one. And second, what do you got for us tonight? What's going on?
All right, so one topic that you brought last week that obviously I wasn't able to contribute to because I was fighting for my life, fighting for love,
Oof,
is
yeah.
the Best No Limit album cover.
Oh, beautiful.
I mean,
Perfect.
This is a topic that I'm really passionate about. This aesthetic,
Yes.
it's from a company called Pen and Pixel, and they used to design these. And it's a very specific aesthetic of just like early 2000s Photoshop barf. And I absolutely love them.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
I mean,
and they really mastered a kind of an aesthetic, right? Like there's nothing like it. Nothing like it since has captured the imagination of...
Well, I think in some ways it's come back.
Yes.
And there's a couple of rappers like 21 Savage, his most recent Savage Mode. There was a lot of artwork for that was inspired by this era of album covers. And there's a few other ones that have merch that's sort of inspired by that whole style. But yeah, I think there are a couple good ones that I'd like to bring to your attention if you don't mind.
Yes, please. Let's hear it.
Well, as everyone knows, I'm a huge Project Pat fan, and I think his album Land Da Smackdown. If you've seen the artwork for Land Da Smackdown, I mean that's incredible.
Let me see. Land Da Smackdown. Oh, well, we should describe it to the audience.
All right. So it's a Project Pat, and he's like in front of a building, but he's on the corner, right? So he's looking across the corner, looking around the corner. And on the other side, there's a gentleman wearing a black shirt with the word snitch written across the chest.
Yes.
And then on the sleeve, it says snitch as well.
Yes.
And there's a question mark over his face. And Project Pat is sitting there with determination, wearing a bandana. Pre-COVID, I mean, he's kind of set the trend on that.
Yes.
And you know what he's ready to do. I mean, you read the title, you see what he's up to. I mean, you know what he's about to get to.
If you're curious what Project Pat is about to do, I would urge you to read the title of the album. That's what I would
absolutely.
say. But I like that. That's a good point. Like he really did. First of all, the Project Pat, the title, or like I guess his name up top, is that font and that style is looking real good. I mean, we got lens flares coming off.
Yeah, it's all blinged out and everything.
Yeah, like he definitely took this in a different direction because all the, like if we're looking at like Master P, it's all very like, it's all very much about like how much jewelry they have. But Project Pat's taking it in this like more gritty direction.
Oh,
which
yeah,
I like.
Absolutely.
Are you a big DJ Screw fan and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah. Rest in peace to DJ Screw. I mean, a Houston legend. I love the Houston sound.
Oh yeah.
You know, I mean, it's fantastic. I'm also a big fan of Houston car culture, where they put the swangers on the slab, and they have
Yes.
the rims that poke out 16 inches, and you could get
Oh
the
yeah.
orangutan poke, you could get the giraffe poke. It's incredible.
Hell yeah. I would if I had the like disposable income, I would definitely be driving around in one of those, right?
No, yeah, brilliant.
I have to say, no warning shots. I think if you had one of those, the toilerette might have turned out differently, right?
I think you're onto something with that. I think you're right.
Well, no warning shots. I'm gonna flush you for now, but I'll bring you back on later. But I definitely want to get a pair of those overalls if that's
Oh
okay
yeah,
with you.
definitely. And I got more albums to recommend as
Oh
well.
yeah. Do that.
There's
Do
some
that
good
actually
ones.
before I flush you.
There's a gentleman named Big Bear who
Mhm.
has an album called Doing Things, and it's a really good album cover.
Let's look. Can you describe it for us?
All right, so you have Big Bear center stage. And he's posted up with a cigar and a smoking jacket, it looks like, looking very lavish. And then around him, he's surrounded by a bunch of large bears, smoking cigars, wearing sunglasses. And he's posted up in front of the dinner table.
This one's so much better than Cool Keith. This is so much better. This is like I don't know if this is this got to be intentional, but this is so much better than the Cool Keith one. This is probably the funniest album cover I've ever seen.
It's good. This one's good.
This is amazing. What else? What else you got?
I don't know. Off the top of my head, I gotta say E40 had some really great ones.
Oh yeah.
I would say
He
the
jumped
Hall
on
of
that earlier.
Game. E40's Hall of Game is a pretty good cover, but it's a little bit more simple.
Mm-hmm. Hall of Game.
Or the element of surprise is actually that goes with the aesthetic really well.
Let me see. Element of surprise. Let's take a look. Oh yeah.
Yeah, this one's good. He's
Can you do you know how people are always making fun of E40's voice? Can you do his voice?
Ugh. I could do that sound. He likes that one. But I feel like E40, you gotta like prepare a little bit.
Yeah.
Because the way he talks, he's very quick, and he talks very quickly, and so you gotta do the. I don't know. I can't do it off the top like he can.
All right, no warning shots. I'm gonna flush you for now, but you will be back later. Let's check with the. Oh yeah, Optimus Prime Rib brought up a good album. You cowards don't even smoke crack by Viper. That is a good album cover. Good album cover. Good album. Viper's still putting stuff out. Anthony Fantanzo doesn't know nothing. Got nothing on that. Got nothing on that. People are talking about Chief Keef. Again, the chat always having their own parallel show going on. But again, for people just joining, we're talking just huge show. I got fruit flies in my house, and they're getting all in my face, making this impossible to do. And we got some really exciting guests coming on. And you're not going to believe it. You are not going to believe your pants on this one. But before we do that, let's talk to a few more of the most beautiful people, including, of course, Deacons. The Deacons.
Deacons?
Hey, there he is.
Hey, what's up, bro? What's up, bro? What's up, bro?
Fix your mic, dude. Sorry about that, Deacons.
Hey, it's fine. Like, he's just trying to be one of the guys. He's just trying to be one of us.
He's just trying to hang. He's doing his best, but it's not working out. But he keeps trying. He keeps trying, and you gotta give him that.
Kind of like me, Greg and I have that in common. So, you know what? Maybe that's why he annoys me so much, because he reminds me of myself. And maybe everyone in the chat that finds Greg annoying should look at themselves as well and say, maybe you're a bit like Greg too, dude.
It's sort of like that Man in the Mirror song,
Yeah.
That's how I feel with Greg.
I'm trying to find a way to change my ways, but I can't. It's still just snacks all day long.
That's exactly right. Well, Deacons, what's going on? What's up with you tonight? What do you have to share with us?
Why?
Well, I just wanted to congratulate you for getting the video out on Monday, but still managing to plug the Book of Blaga. I checked out the first Book of Blaga. It is 100% worth a $5 Patreon sub to those listening.
Oh,
Please,
thanks,
please
Deacon.
watch it.
Oh, thanks.
It's I can say this without any sarcasm whatsoever. It's my favorite video of yours without drops, aiding it, right? There's the Richard Wolff interview that's not really like in the same category. That's so good. But then there's this Book of Blaga thing. You're a bit of a smarty. You're a bit of a book reader.
Deacons, I think it'd be funny to get one of these really smart guys like Richard Wolff, or maybe who knows, like Ben Burgess or Slavoj Zizek or something, and just be playing those drops over them, they're like, well, during the French Revolution, and it's just like I think that's what most people wanted from that Richard Wolff interview, so maybe I got to get him back just for that,
I think if the towering intellectuals took any issue with that, you just say, hey, look at the numbers, okay? I press the button, and it makes a funny noise, and the numbers go up. So, don't question me. You're a genius at socialism or whatever. I'm a genius at the silly voices and the button pressing.
We all have our things. We all have our things that we're good at,
100%. And actually, that's kind of why I wanted to ask you, who do you still want to connect with? Who do you want to talk to? Do you want to get on Hassan Anabi? Do you want to get on Bausch? Are you trying to talk to other crazy leftists out there on Twitch or whatever?
That's a good idea. I never really thought of that. There's this guy. There's a specific reason I wanted to get this guy on. His name's Vivek Chibber. I wanted to get him on, but now that you say it, trying to get Hassan on would be, he seems like a cool guy, and a smart guy, but also I think that would do way more for my viewership, right? Because that guy's just raking in the viewers, it seems like.
From where I'm sitting, you were able to get Adam YMS, right? And both he and Hassan did Darman reaction videos. So they're basically on the same level, and that might be your way in. Just talk about Darman, maybe make some Darman content, maybe get Adam to kind of back you up a little bit. Be like, yeah, Darman, come on, Hassan.
All right, yeah, anything I got to do to trick that dude to get on. Got to trick him on somehow.
Exactly, trick him, but in a nice way. That's what we do here. We trick people nicely.
we use trickery for good, hopefully.
Exactly. We trick people into being leftists with money drops.
You know what? I'm gonna write this down. Try to get. I don't know how I would do this, but try to get Hassan on. Good goal. Good goal. What should I ask him about?
I've been adding him in his chat of 300,000 people. I'll just add him every hour. Be like, hey Hassan, you want to talk to my boy Iron Brown? And goes over the waterfall with all the thousands of emotes.
Somebody says Katie Halper. She seems nice. I would like to talk to her. She'd be cool. But I gotta say, Hassan seems to be I think he just showers in views and he eats views. He's just he's got more views than he knows what to do with. So probably
it's kind of like the leftist Joe Rogan, right? He's actually Joe Rogan if he only had slightly more of a brain.
I think that's exactly right. I was kind of thinking about that. Who's the smarter Joe Rogan? And it's probably him, because he's kind of got that. He's kind of a little bit of a bro. He he works out. I think it's him. I think he cracked the code.
He's got some fun accents, which you don't have drops, you got to have accents, right? But that's why I'm trying to lift you up, brother. You got drops, you got accents from at least 12 different American states.
I will say that
definitely bring it.
If I'm gonna start watching Hassan stream, and if he starts doing drops, I'm gonna immediately bring a lawsuit onto him.
Exactly. Cease and desist. Those are copyright Aaron Brown.
But it'll really just be a way for me to get attention, and connect myself to the hugest political YouTuber. I think that's my second option. When all else
that's
fails.
just how you weaponize what the right-wing grifters have been doing for years, right? They sue, they get their own radio show co-hosted by some deranged maniac, and maybe that could be you.
Yes.
And Craig could be your deranged maniac.
Yes, I love it. Deacons, Always good to talk to you. Do you have anything else you want to shout out or anything, or should I give you the flusheroo?
I guess I just want to ask your advice because I've definitely cracked the code when it comes to getting you to like my comments on your videos. Like pretty reliably, I'll admit a pretty hilarious comment, and you'll of course like it a few minutes later, like you do, and I appreciate that. But like nobody else in the muscular class likes my comments. I understand why that is. Do you know why people don't like what I have to say?
Ooh, this is a call out and a shots fired. You people.
Hey, I'm just trying to grow. I'm trying to learn. So tell me how I can make better comments, family, please.
Yeah, guys, just at very least, you don't have to like his comments, but at least give him some kind of constructive criticism. But none of this, they're doing some passive aggressive stuff, right? I think when
definitely press the like button on my comments, but you definitely don't have to like them.
Exactly. Pressing like doesn't mean literally liking. It's a sign of respect in our culture.
Exactly.
All right. Okay, Deacons, I'm gonna take a look at some of these comments, and I'm gonna figure out what you're doing wrong. Okay.
All right. Put me under the microscope and go ahead and flush me, and flushing toilets to you, sir.
I love you, Deacons. You're helping the show out, and you're giving some good insight. So I'll talk to you soon. Love ya.
Bye.
That's a really decent person right there, I gotta say. A lot of people in there are saying Matt Taibbi is insane. Yeah, what's going on with it? I think that he may be like, I think maybe he's one of these guys who like something happened where he sort of like, some people hurt his feelings or like made him feel shitty, and now he's like kind of reacting to that or something. I can't remember what the event was, but there was something where it's like he kind of got canceled and now he's just like still upset about it. But he's written some good stuff, like about the 2008 financial crisis, and I've read a little bit of Hank. I've read a little bit about his book Hank Hill, and it's pretty good. Hate Inc. What I've read is pretty interesting, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with this guy? But if anybody knows the whole story on Matt Taibbi, just let me know. He's kind of like turning into like an anti-woke crusader or of some kind. But guys, don't forget. Oh, there's something else I wanted to say. You can, so I don't know if anybody paid attention to this, but we had a really good song in the beginning. And we got another song that somebody submitted, which we're going to listen to either later or in the next show. But if you want to submit a theme song for the Boiler Room style DJ set in the beginning, please, you can DM me, or we'll figure out another way to do it. It's got to be good, though. It's got to, as the kids say, slap. Okay? If it doesn't slap, it's a piece of crap, as we say in here. Okay? So, we're going to be talking about family porn later today. We're going to be talking about this. I don't even know what's going on, but there's something about a spa. People are all worked up about a spa or something. And then, of course, we got this lady from the Texas State Senate is going to talk about this horrible law that they're passing where they're not going to teach civil rights. This is a real thing. But we'll talk to a few more people. Let's talk to a few more people. Ladies and gentlemen, and neither.
Hello.
One of our favorite callers. Emmy, you're one of our favorite.
I'm here.
You're one of our favorite contributors, but your thing, what you like to do on the show is plug other shows, like Tom Segura. You're like, hey.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Everyone should be. This is what you said last time you called. Why are we listening to this show when we could be listening to Tom Segura?
Lies.
That's how I remember it.
I didn't call to talk about Tom Segura.
Why?
All right, let's hear it. You got to for once on the show you're going to talk about something else besides Tom Segura.
Yes, but I did send you some links in your Discord to other my favorite comedians besides Tom Segura, so check it out.
You like Bobby Lee, Tom Segura?
No, I don't like Bobby Lee.
Oh yeah, you don't. you don't like Bobby Lee. Chippy likes Bobby Lee.
Shout out to Dan Soder. That's my dude.
Dan Soder.
Dan Soder's my dude. Yeah.
All right.
He's good.
Okay. As long as it's not this show.
What?
As long as it's not this show, you love it.
No, that's such a lie. Stop putting words in my mouth. So I finally ended up going on that private toilerette date that I chickened out on 4th of July weekend.
Oh, you were going to go on a date. There's this guy who really wanted to go on a date with you, but then you bailed on him.
I don't know if really wanted to go on a date with me, and it wasn't necessarily a date, but it's somebody that I have past history with, and actually, yeah, we had a good time. Happy to report. So,
was there any romance? Were any of the bases?
Define romance.
Let's see. Was there any hand holding?
A little bit.
Oh, very
There's
good.
A lot more than hand holding, though.
Ooh,
Yay. So,
well, keep it PG.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna change the subject. I just wanted to flex myself. No, I have a little bit of unsolicited medical advice for Mary Kate.
Okay, let's hear it.
I remember last time she was talking about how she's eating like a whole bunch of fast food, and I get it, dude. I've lived that life where like you don't have time to I did that a lot too, but now I'm paying for it, dude. I had to go to urgent care the other day for my blood pressure.
Oof. Oof.
The worst.
What are you eating? You were eating a lot of Sonic or what? What's
well, recently no, but I used to eat a shit ton of fast food like when I was in my 20s, and you know what I mean? When I thought it didn't matter, but that shit does catch up to you.
Oh yeah. Tell me about it.
You know what's sad? I go to the doctor specifically just for them to tell me that I'm still young. They're the only demographic of people that still call me young.
They're
like, well, you have high blood pressure, diabetes, yada yada, all these fucking old diseases, but you're still young. There's still a chance for you.
Forever young. You're forever young. Despite all these old person maladies, you're forever young.
Forever young in the eyes of the medical community. But yeah, so I have all kinds of shit that caught up to me. So just
you're telling Mary Kate ease up on this kind of
ease up on your sodium intake and caffeine intake.
All right. All right.
That's all. Can we get a rest in peace flush for Biz Marquee?
Oh yeah, Biz.
Flushing toilets.
Yeah.
He gets a flush.
All right, that's all. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Rest in peace, Biz Marquee. One of the greats. Dairy Queen. Yes, stop eating Dairy Queen. Well, guys, let me see if this person's on the line. Are they on the line? Hello? Oh my God. Hello?
Hello?
Oh my God. Hello, are you there? This is, guys, I'm trying to get on the line here from the Texas State Senate. We got this person, Leslie Ann McTray.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, okay. So hold on. Let me just introduce you.
Okay, that sounds good. Thank you.
Okay, great. So, guys, let me just read this again. This is from Bloomberg News. The beautiful Bloomberg News. It says the Texas Senate on Friday passed legislation that would end requirements that public schools include writings on women's suffrage and the civil rights movement in social studies classes. This strikes me as a little bit demented and insane. Among the figures whose works would be dropped, Susan B. Anthony, Cesar Chavez, and Martin Luther King, whose I Have a Dream speech and letter from Birmingham jail would no longer make the curriculum cut. So we have on the show today, calling in, I hope they figured out the Discord. Oh, there it goes again. We have on the line to talk about this, a Texas state senator to defend this. So, thank you so much for being on the show today.
Well, thank you for having me. It's great to be here. It's great to be on the show.
Yeah. Okay. So, you're really echoey.
Hold on. Let me see if I can. Hold on. Let me see if I can fix this real quick.
What are you doing?
Just trying to fix this with Discord.
Okay. It's not working.
Okay. We'll just leave it there. I guess. There we go.
Okay, great. So I just wanted to ask about this law that removes requirements for civil rights. We're teaching kids about civil rights in school. What's the reasoning behind this?
Well, let me ask you, do you have kids yourself?
No, I do not.
Well, okay, for those of us who are able to have kids, you really want to know what's going on in these schools. You really want to know what's going on.
Well, hold on. Can I just say, you said for those of us who are able to have kids, I mean, I don't have kids because I don't really want to have kids yet,
Okay, that's great. So, I'm not trying to be offensive here,
Okay, all right.
I'm just trying to be clear. It takes a little more work for those of us who are able to find a partner, to have a kid with.
Okay, that's exactly what I was trying to know.
Takes a little bit more work for those of us who, we're able to find somebody because, when we have kids, we need to sort of, but it's a lot more work. We need to you have a lot more at stake. You know what I mean? We need to take an interest in their well-being.
Okay, well, I just want to make clear that's not the reason.
Mm-hmm. So can I go on, or you want to keep interrupting?
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
So there's a style of parenting that's become kind of a hot button thing. It's kind of popular nowadays, and it's a style that me and my husband use for our two kids, Hunter and Huntress.
Hunter and Huntress?
Yeah, those are our two kids, and we do a kind of parenting that's been popular for a while, and in which we get really involved in our kids' lives. We get really involved. We get our noses like really up in these kids' business, and we're always buzzing around in every aspect of their lives. And there's a name for this become very popular.
Yeah, I've heard about this.
Yeah, it's called crop dust parenting.
Crop dust parenting?
Yeah, crop dust parenting. It's where you get real involved. You get really down and dirty in your kids' lives. Okay.
Isn't it helicopter parenting?
Hello, what? What is that? What?
Okay. Anyway, just you could. That's the name of the parenting style where you're kind of like buzzing around in your kids' lives and all that.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Good. That's what I was describing. Crop dust parenting. So and then you interrupted.
Okay, I wasn't trying to interrupt.
Yeah. Okay, and the reason they called that because you're crop dusting these kids with love, sort of. You're getting in their business and you're crop dusting. It's like how those planes fly over. They fly over those crops like corn and all that sugar and all that.
Sugar.
Yeah, they fly over and they drop all those nutrients. That's why they call it that.
Okay, that sounds crazy.
So yeah, we're just crop dusting their brains with the good information.
Okay, like what?
Well, look.
Okay, you're getting all upset already?
No, look. Here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing. This is the problem, is that me and some other parents, we started noticing that, when we were sitting in on these classes.
You sit in on the kids' classes?
Yeah, we sit in. And one thing we noticed was that a lot of the stuff they're teaching is, I don't want to say Marxist, but it is.
Okay. It's Marxist? Like how?
Because I don't like it.
Okay, so anything you don't like is Marxist.
That's exactly right. I don't know if you've seen that. Have you seen that guy, Marx?
Uh-huh. Karl Marx?
What is it? What's his first name?
Karl Marx.
Oh my God! I saw a picture with his beard and his old ornate clothes. He's scary. That's a scary guy. That's what I think of that.
Okay. So, like, what's the problem? Like, what problem did you find when you sat in on these classes that you decided to sort of like push to eliminate this teaching about civil rights and all this stuff?
Well, there's a couple figures in history that I just feel like, we don't need to waste too much time on this.
Like what? Like what? Like who? You said historical figures, right?
Yeah.
Who? And you think that they're wasting time? Can you give us an example of one of these guys?
Well, there's this guy, Marty King. What is his name? Marty King.
Marty King? Are you talking about Martin Luther King? You call him Marty King?
I don't know what it... Look, I'm not a historian, okay? I'm not, what's that guy's name? Joel Chomsky or what? I'm not, I don't get what that is. But, this guy, I feel like it's just kind of, a lot of these kids don't need to be looking at this,
You think that, wait, hold on a second. You think that kids in high school or whatever don't need to be learning about you called him Marty King.
I don't know what his name, Marty King.
Yeah, you think that kids don't need to learn about one of the most important civil rights leaders in American history?
Okay, just calm down, okay? I can barely understand you because you're yelling now.
I'm not yelling. It seems weird that you would, as a Texas state senator, you would pull out of like high school curriculum learning about Martin Luther King.
Okay, again, I said just relax, okay? Now, again, I want to be clear. We think some of the things he did were good.
Okay, some.
Yeah, he did his best. He did. I feel like maybe his heart was in the right place, okay?
Okay, you think Martin Luther King, some of the things he did was all right?
Yeah, I think he was doing what he thought was right.
Okay. This is, I can't wait to hear how you're going to defend.
Calm down. Are you crying?
No, I'm not crying. I'm laughing because this is bizarre.
Okay. With this guy, what is it?
Martin Luther King.
Marty King. Some of the things he did, he was trying, I don't know what he was doing. He was doing his best, but we have to be honest that a lot of the things he was doing was questionable, and he made some mistakes.
Like, okay, Martin Luther King made some mistakes that you think leads to him he shouldn't be taught about in schools. What are some of those mistakes?
Well, we need to look at what he was doing later on in his career, he represented some not good people, let's be honest.
Represented? What do you mean?
Well, let's be honest. He represented a guy who, let's be honest. He bit another guy's ear clean off.
Wait, hold on. You're saying I don't even know.
Yeah, maybe you don't know about history, but this guy Marty King, he represented some kind of a UFC fighter or something who bit another guy's ear right off, and I don't want my kids learning about a guy like that.
So you're a Texas state senator, right?
Yep, I'm proud to represent my district.
And it sounds like you've confused Martin Luther King, the civil rights leader, with Don King, Mike Tyson's, Mike Tyson's hype man or whatever.
Well, again, I told you I'm not a historian, okay? But I don't want my kids learning about this. I don't want my 4 kids learning about this.
4? I thought you said you had You said you had two kings. You had two Don Kings.
Yeah, two kings. Both of my kids are kings. That's right. The way they act, they're asking for an ass paddling a lot of the time.
Okay, they're asking for an ass paddling.
Yeah, because they think they're a couple kings.
Okay, that's great. So, first you said you have two kids. You actually have four kids.
Yeah, I forgot to mention the other two.
So it's Hunter and what?
Hunter, Huntress, Hunted,
and
what's the other one's Vampire Hunter D.
Okay, so you named your kid after an anime movie.
Yeah, I like that movie. Have Vampire Hunter D.
Okay, that's crazy. So you're kind of a lunatic.
Okay, you want me to hang up? I'm gonna let you call me a lunatic. Hold on.
Okay, you're leaving the Discord?
Hold on, I'm trying to leave.
Okay, if you want to leave, you just drag yourself out.
Believe me, I'm trying. You're like one of my kids. You think you're a king.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm still here. Whatever, I guess I'll stick around.
Okay. Well, that's pretty crazy. So I mean, I guess the last question I have for you is what are you going to teach in place of civil rights? So you're cutting out or at least you're letting these teachers cut out learning anything about civil rights in Texas public schools, I guess. What are you going to teach them in place of that? Or what do you want them to teach in place of that?
Well, I think we need to spend some time on, we need to spend a little bit of that time making kids who come from non-traditional families know that they should be proud. They should be proud where they come from, if their family isn't like maybe the traditional family or other families, and there should be no stigma on them if they come from a little bit of a different family.
Oh, wow. I was not expecting this. You mean like LGBTQ families, stuff like that?
Oh my God, no, ew, no.
Okay, then what do you mean?
I'm talking about, I don't know if you heard of this, DIAB families?
DIAB families, what is that?
It's dad is also brother families. And a lot of it.
Okay, no, I'm not even gonna.
I want to go into, this is a topic that, you're censoring me. Big tech.
Okay, no. I'm not talking about DIAB families. What is it again?
It's DIAB is dad is also brothers. And that's a lot. That's where I came from.
Okay, get her out of here. Get out of here. I'm not gonna get in on that. Marty King. She thought Martin Luther King, she thought was Don King. Jeez. That was rough. I gotta take a call to as a palate cleanser from that. Man, what's going on in the Texas State Senate, J-Bone, are you there?
RM.
What up? What up?
What up, dude? It's me, Greg.
Oh, God. What up? Well, that's good. Good to hear from you, J-Bone. What's going on with you tonight?
I had a great weekend. I met with, I went to Chili's.
You went
Sunday night.
Ooh, we got to hear about this.
I met with Peter Thiel from Thiel Capital. I don't know if you've heard about him.
Peter Thiel, yeah. He's a friend of the show, Peter Thiel. Yeah, what happened?
We came up with a great idea for a podcast.
Oh, my God. I mean, I can't wait to hear about this, please.
So it's Weed Lord and MAGA Tom Segura. They pull out like a 1,000-page book of the French Revolution, and they read it live on the air, and they discuss. Occasionally, Tim Pool can come in.
So wait, Weed Lord is the guy with the long hair on the Tim Pool show.
Correct. I think that might be Weed Lord Part 2. I don't know. I
love that. So what? That guy did stuff on his own at one point, right? Did he have like his own YouTube channel or something?
The original Weed Lord did, I believe. But
I love that guy. So it would be that guy and MAGA Tom Segura, and they would just read a book to sort of catch up on what actually happened in the French Revolution.
Dive into the deep political, intricacies and political nuance of the French Revolution.
I think, you know what? A lot of people are making fun of Tim Pool, but that is a really good idea, though, right? Like, instead of doing the French Revolution, all those people in France, who all these serfs and all this stuff, why didn't they just walk out into the woods and start their own community in the woods, a forest?
Yeah. It's free land. It's just like the American frontier. It's like Oklahoma.
Exactly. And then that king would have...
19th century Oklahoma is just like feudalistic 18th century France.
Exactly.
Free land.
And then that king would have felt like such a nerd because now he's all alone, All alone, like a loser. No friends anymore.
I think the expanse of the American frontier, it gave an extra 200-300 years to this capitalism and resources. And, France was another deal.
Mm-hmm.
Late 18th century, the king and the Catholic Church and all them owned all the land. And God bless Tim Pool.
Yeah. He's really like expanding, people make fun, but he's really expanding the boundaries of, because the problem is they didn't think of that. And if Tim Pool was around during that time, things could have been much different and a lot of those monarchs could have kept their heads, right?
Just get an RV and go to Bordeaux National Park. You can stay there for 400 years. Free of charge.
Exactly. Well, until people start subscribing to Tim Pool's thing and sending him super chats, we're gonna be just going in history's gonna keep repeating itself, over and over. So, all right, J-Bone, I'll talk to you later.
All right. I appreciate it, RM. Great community.
Love you, buddy. We got to get that Weed Lord guy. Moon Lord. Is his name Weed Lord or Moon Lord? What's that guy's name? We need to get him. I would love to have that guy in the show, actually. That would be interesting. I feel like that would be fun. That would be really fun. He seems actually like a pretty fun guy. Who else we got? Oh! We got another Toilerette contestant here, and if you don't remember... Toilerette is the show where people compete for one young lady's hand in romance. Her name's Chippy, and this is Richard Nixon. If Richard Nixon were good at football, a.k.a. Richard Nixon, we just call him, and you were one of the chopped contestants of Toilerette.
That I was, but hold on.
Okay.
Am I talking to the Parker from Beta Boys?
That's right. Oh, guys, I forgot to... I promised that I would plug this. There's a new episode of a show that my friend Matt produces called Beta Boys, which you can watch. Actually, it's sort of hard to find. I should have put a link to it. But it's called Beta Boys.
Especially after y'all took it down and put it back up. That silly Martinez.
I should have let him know, or I should have got a link and put it in the thing. But if you guys are actually, it's on the Reddit. So if you go to Reddit, or maybe that's the one that got taken down. But either way, you'll find.
If you're one of the 8 dudes that goes on the RM Brown Reddit.
If you're one of the 8, kind of dudes who's posting like memes that nobody looks at on the Reddit, you can find the Beta Boys link. Beta Boys episode 2. There's a talking cat in it with a little kid voice. All kind of bull crap on there. So shout out to my friend Matt for doing that. He's working very hard on that. But thank you for reminding me, Richard Nixon.
You're very welcome.
Well, what's up with you? What do you got for us on this beautiful program that we like to call the live stream?
Well, let me start by saying I'm feeling a lot more content than when I was Wednesday night.
Oh, you got cut on our version of the Bachelorette, which we call the Toilerette. You got cut, but you made it pretty far. And you went on an IRL date. So I think you did pretty good.
I did.
To be honest.
And I will, tonight's a Toiler Tells All with me getting on. But do you want me to start with it, or do you want me to have it at the end? Because there's kind of a thing I've got for it.
Oh yeah, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
I know, but I'm saying, do you want me to start, or do you want me to make it like anime monologue speech, like inspiring thing, and then you flush me? Or do you want me to start with it? Because I've also got the thing we talked about in the DMs.
Yes, save that.
For you to
Okay,
pull up.
Save the intense part till the end, and then you flush yourself.
Okay.
Let's hear the other part.
Okay. You asked about the Wheel of Shame, and I didn't tell you anything. It's time for you to find out what the Wheel of Shame is.
Oh boy, okay. Hit me with it.
All right. So I need you to go on the YouTubes for these pukes in the comment section so they can view it.
Okay. Go on YouTube.
And look up Corpus Christi Wheel of Shame, and you should get the local news channel.
Corpus Christi Wheel of Shame. Okay. And what is this? Something that they're doing? What is this?
Do you see it?
This is a local news thing, it looks like.
It is.
What is going on in Corpus
To
Christi?
explain for the muscular class, the Wheel of Shame is Corpus Christi and Nueces County as a whole sheriff's office making an effort to get fugitives off the street by having a fun Wheel of Fortune looking little wheel spin where 10 fugitives get picked, and whoever it lands on gets a $500 bonus to their reward. And it is actually, the funniest part is it works. It's pulled in hundreds of fugitives over the years.
So they're asking for tips, pretty much, and if they get it,
so you pulled up that one,
and if they get a tip, they give the person who gives like the good tip, they give them $500.
Yes. Which one is this? Hold up. Which one did you pull up? Is it the one with the fan, the little kid?
It looks like it's just an introduction from 2015, where they this looks like the introduction of the Wheel of Shame.
Yeah. Well, it's fugitives, and what's funny, I've noticed this is half the time when it lands on like a lady fugitive, female presenting fugitive, it's always the craziest story. Like some substance is usually involved, or it's like a ridiculously large number of petty crimes have happened with this person.
Yes. Do you know about Busted, the little paper that they sell at like you're in Texas, right? I don't know if this is like a Texas thing, but they have this little newspaper that they have at like convenience stores called Busted, where it's all just mugshots. Have you ever seen that?
You've unlocked kind of a memory, but I need to go to like HEB and see if those still circulate.
It's in a lot of gas stations, but here's the thing. So it's
I don't really go to those.
It's literally just a bunch of mugshots, and it's a magazine called Busted, and I'll look through these mugshots, and I think they do like funny stories for some of them, like this guy jumped over a dog or whatever. It'll be like goofy stories about somebody evading the police. But they for months and months and months, they did one where it was like the hottest people. the hottest mugshots, and it would be all like just like it would be their little version of sort of like a Busted fashion show, where it would be like the cute mugshots and stuff. And those must have been moving a lot of editions, a lot of copies of Busted, because they were doing that for like years.
Everyone's looking at the fugitives like, oh no, he's hot.
Oh no! He seems like the perfect boy, but he's what's it? Oh, he murdered somebody though. Oh, too bad. I could probably still live with it though. I could probably still live with that.
Okay. Pull up if you want to pull up one of the clips. The funniest one is like, it's not one of the specific. Everyone can go look for these fugitives themselves. They're off the streets, but look at the clips. I want you to pull up the one where it's like the kid who's the biggest fan of it, and it's hilarious.
Kid? Okay, so
the concept of this small child loves this bit of the local news show to death that's about the Wheel of Shame.
Let me see. What do I put in? Or send me a link.
I would say
I put in kid.
like Corpus Christi, Wheel of Shame, biggest fan, and then hopefully you can see it.
Biggest. So there's some little kid who like loves this.
Yes, and he like even got the county to finally put it on that weird little like Crime Stoppers S that they have on the wheel. That's like what the whole bit is about, because he's like, what happens if it lands on the S? Because he noticed it like they never do it because they pre-record.
Oh man. Well, I can't find it, Richard Nixon, but I'll keep looking.
That's fine.
And then I'll pull you back.
It's time to talk about awkward party behavior then.
Oh,
AKA
yeah. Hit us up.
My reaction to getting flushed last week.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't remember. Did you get awkward?
No, I just got like you were like, you may not get this reference, but you were like Chris McLean from Total Drama Island with this, where you were like you were a completely detached host, just having fun time playing the sad music and everything. But I was having like a very visceral, real reaction.
That's an easy guy to hate. The person who's like just having a good time, goofing around, but he's not really in it,
Yeah. I still love you to death.
All right. Well, thank you. I can see how that could be detestable, though. But go ahead.
Okay. I just got to start out by saying for everyone, I made sure after the program on Wednesday, like I leveled off with Chippy because, I was upset. And I just wanted people to, I wanted her especially to not take it as, I'm going to be one of those guys that like goes full asshole after these kind of.
Right. You don't want to be one of those meltdown guys who ends up in a copy of on the front page of Busted. Or you don't want to end up on the Wheel of Shame because you get involved in some domestic situation where the cops have to show up.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's good. I think that's a good approach.
Don't you flush me yet. I'm not done yet. We got the whole anime speech going on.
Okay, go ahead. Hit it. Do it.
Okay. Like I was kind of cocky with it. I thought I was at least going to make finals, but when you think you're bulletproof, getting shot hurts twice as much. And I don't know, like I've grown content with the state of things. Like, I'm not on the show anymore.
Ooh, this is not sounding
because
good. This is not sounding
I did
good.
end up. No, it's going to get good. Don't worry. You got to start it low to get high.
Okay.
To paraphrase Matthew McGiggles, hey.
Okay.
But, I already I'm content because I hanging out with Chippy like that, it was a date of sorts.
It was a date.
So to view it this way, I see it as kind of like, otherwise I'd be cheating the others out of, getting their fair shot at a date, and it's all chill.
Right.
Because after all, this is just a game show, and it's how it goes.
So it sounds like you're a little bit upset that Chippy, you went on none of these guys have gone on a real life date with Chippy, but you did, and yet she still chops you. So are you?
Oh no.
Would you say are you mildly resentful of this?
I'm not resentful at all. That's the thing.
Okay.
I mean, sure, you can kind of hear a little strain in my voice, but that's because my AC's too cold and I can't get up to go change it.
Okay, blaming the AC. Okay, that's good.
No, okay, here we go. When we started this program, besides one person that I won't really name because they didn't even really show up, like we already started out with like cream of the crop from the muscular class of like handsome dudes.
Yep.
And at this point, we've got creme de la creme de la creme de la creme going on. So between Landrill and comedian, it's going to be splitting hairs almost if we're looking at it in an objective way. I don't know if there's any predisposition going on, but I think it's going to be kind of like it really comes down to fine decisions.
Yeah, I mean that Landrill's mom calling in was that was a big.
I know that was like the nuclear option.
Yeah, he absolutely pressed that nuclear button, getting that cool. Not only a cool mom, but her friends who were having a few drinks. The party crew. So.
Oh yeah, the cool wine moms.
The cool wine moms
and all that.
Yeah, he's bringing out the big guns. Okay.
Yeah, Wednesday, I won't be. I can't say I'm rooting for Landrill or comedian.
Ooh.
Because I said this to Chippy. Having feelings for someone, you want them to be happy, even if that happiness isn't with you.
Oh, geez.
So I'm rooting for Chippy, and that whatever her decision is, she'll be happy with it.
Well, Richard Nixon.
And no. This is the last thing. We've got an actual rehearsed song going on because I never got to do the little serenade I had saved up.
Okay.
Are you familiar with Salinas?
Absolutely, yeah.
Then I think you'll at least kind of understand, if you know the context of the song and everything.
Okay, let's hear it. Some Selena. Okay, let's hear it.
Como la flor, con tanto amor, mariste tú, se marchitó.
Wow.
Me marcho hoy, yo sé perder, pero ay, cómo me duele.
Wow. Wow. Como la Flor, everybody, from that. Maybe is that offensive that just because Chippy is a Latina, Latinx, just because she's Latinx, he's doing Selena. No, I think it's in good fun because we all love Richard Nixon. I thought he was gonna do what's that other Selena song? Bitty Bitty Bomb Bomb. That would have been really good. Why is there so much? Okay, Chupacabra. Oh my God, I feel like it's a we just turned into like a kind of whatever. Why is there so much family porn? Apparently, I live under a rock because I'm not sure why there's any to begin with. Actually, it's funny that you brought that up. Funny. This is great that you bring. This is great that you brought this up. Let's look into, I actually looked up one of those where I get all my answers from, which is Quora. I actually, I didn't go to college. I just looked everything up on Quora. So let's see what they say on Quora for why is incest porn so popular? And this guy, I guess he's got the most likes or something. Given that it was born as dream in individuals of young age, is this like he translated this through Google Translate? Almost universally because it is the first confrontation they face with impulses, feelings, and attraction that are the basis of relationships. Okay, so he's going a little bit on the Freudian side.
Oh, what?
Feelings and the child wants to marry his mother. When will be adult? Okay, so this person's, no problem, but this person's fourth or fifth language is English. That's okay. The daughter the same with the father, etc. Generally, the aspect passes with time, but it remains something. Remains something that has been tried and always remains present in the depths of our mind, and obviously a taboo. It is intriguing and exciting in erotic games or dreams. If I remember correctly, already in the early 1900s, there were pornographic films intended for high school classes, for high social classes. And already at the time, there were also stories of incest, not so frequent, but were present. Okay. Here's somebody else. Who's a sexual education teacher. There are plenty of complex psychoanalytical theories that stress the familiar aspect of incestual fantasies and suggest that most people have repressed sexual desires directly related to their own upbringing and personal relationships. Is it? I can't really get on board with this because, like, it's the problem is when you're like old enough to be like watching porn, it doesn't seem attractive. Like, it seems mostly like a taboo. Like what is this? Oh, this guy's putting images. All right, I don't want to get a strike. I'm not trying to get a strike with some guy putting porn images on Quora. I think the stepsister brother thing was to get around incest filters or censorship. It could be. Richard Nixon, I'm totally just kidding. Richard Nixon's defending himself because I was saying that his thing was anti-Latinx. That he was that he was singing a Selena song. I totally was kidding, Richard Nixon, and I think that you did a great job, and I love Selena too. And we all got to give it up for J-Lo in as her portrayal of Selena. Hey, Chippy, are you there?
Yes.
Did you hear that very sad boy, very disappointed boy goes by the name Richard Nixon singing Selena to you?
Was he singing Selena?
Yeah, he sang Selena as a sort of tribute to you.
Oh my god. It's like destroying my heart.
And then I said that it was offensive because you're a woman of Latinx descent, he's going Selena, but that was a joke, and now he's defending himself.
Oh no! What have you done? You don't understand. He's so heartbroken, RM. I feel like you're triggering him.
I twisted the knife. Had to twist the knife a little bit.
100%. Like you are. He is literally gonna go rogue.
Oh boy!
If you continue this.
And his little segment was really good. He had that tall cowboy hat and the George W. Bush action figure. He did good. So I really do feel sorry for him.
I know. Maybe that's what like made it worse. Is that he was like so dressed up.
Oh,
and
God.
I was telling him like because I thought that he was like, oh, he was like really really like acting like doing this thing, and I was like, oh wow, but then all of a sudden it got like a little, I was like, uh-oh, whoa, and then you were still making jokes.
Well, it's really look, we're gonna lay off Richard Nixon a while because look, this whole getting chopped and getting kicked off the toilet it's very traumatic. It's very traumatic.
Yes, but
So-
you know what, guys? I just want to say, look, this is the toilet, and after all, is what my heart feels, and
That's right.
there's no hard feelings. I love Richard. He's a funny guy, and I want to still, be friends with him and stuff. But my goal is not to break his heart or the audience's heart or the bank account of a couple of audience members. So just please, just lay off him. Be nice to Richard, and let's have fun on next week's Toilerette.
Okay, and just before you go, Richard Nixon, he just wants you to know that he knows you have a new love. However, he wishes you the best. And if you found happiness in him, maybe someone else, if you don't find happiness in him, maybe someone else will give it to you.
Oh my God. He's like actually trying to make me cry. He's so sweet.
All right, Chippy, I'll talk to you later.
All right.
Bye-bye. RM made the moment really funny with the sheer disconnect between the... We love Richard. Richard Nixon is one of my favorite callers, despite his absolute heartbrokenness and Selena singing. Actually, he's got a pretty good voice too. Somebody's putting in, there's lots of satirical No Limit album covers. Like somebody's mentioning the Beethoven Life or Death is pretty good. A lot of good satirical ones. But that bear one that No Warning Shots was talking about, that might be my new favorite. That might be my new mother effing favorite, dudes. Well, let's talk to a few more people. Let's talk to Benitos has been waiting a while.
Benitos, are you there? Benitos?
Oh my God, what's wrong with your phone?
I'm trying to fix it, dude.
Sorry. We're having a little technical...
I got a setup here. Could you tell the difference?
Benito, you're sounding really good.
Awesome.
What do you got? What are you working with there? Shure SM7B?
No, it's a 50. It's a. Hold on, let me turn on my phone because or else my friends are gonna be just spamming me.
Oh, these friends. Who are these friends of yours?
I know. Oh, just some youngsters,
All right.
No, actually, I got a Shure SM58 is what I got.
Okay. What is that?
Yeah,
Like
and
one
I'm
of the
running
handheld ones?
It is, yeah. But I
All
got
right.
it on my mic stand.
You're sounding really fresh. You sounded really crisp.
All right.
Well,
so I
Benito's
listened to some.
Oh, go ahead, Benito. I was gonna like cue you up for something, but then you already started, and it made it even worse. So, Benitos, what's going on tonight? What do you have to say?
Well, today I got to tell you about my progress with the bass clef, and I also got to tell you about Philip Glass.
Oh, right, because last time we talked about Philip Glass and that you were gonna check it out. What do you think?
Okay, so in general, his music, I would say it is a strong 7 out of 10. I like to add some kind of adjective to the number I give out of 10, because that way I can better communicate my feelings toward.
You're kind of doing some Anthony Fantano stuff where you're like a strong 7.
A very strong 7.
Very good.
I think my favorite piece is this song called like Satyagraha Act 2 from Scene 4 of the Haim. Something like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Philip Glass making his titles a little bit complicated, but that's okay. Give us the easy one, Phil. Give us the titles that we can easily express, Phil, right?
Yeah, I think he should just name all of his songs Gerbil Gerbil, but then it should be like different numbers. Gerbil Gerbil number 2, Gerbil Gerbil number 3,
Yes. Or maybe or like Twinkle Keys number 28, Twinkly Tones number 94 or whatever.
That's a great way to describe his music.
Or
just a bunch of
twinkly pianos, or what is it, like an arpeggio song number 78. That'd be good if songs were just like that. Like, if like who would it be, like Travis Scott or whatever, it's like rap song number 74. rap song with reverb numbers 58. Like that would be just okay. I understand what I'm going to be listening to. Well, before you go on, Carl Jung just wants you to know that Madonna's first album was recorded with an SM58. So you're in good hands.
I sure hope so, because I'm also planning on using this mic for music.
Oh hell yeah! You gonna do some Madonna? You gonna do, is your
Madonna?
music gonna be Madonna-esque?
Well, I'm thinking about doing some like synth punk type thing.
I love it.
And some funky stuff with a talk box, but I want to get a talk box first.
Ooh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. It sounds like all robotic and stuff.
What are you gonna? So you're gonna do synth punk? Who would be some influences?
Oh, definitely Nate No Face for sure.
Nate No Face. Okay,
and
I'll look that up
really
later.
Cool band. Oh, you should.
Okay.
And this other band called Power Plant. It's a really great post-punk band.
Power Plant. Okay, Power Plant and Nate No Face. Is Nate No Face like a punk, a post-punk artist, or is that like a newer thing?
He makes synth punk.
Okay. All right, I'll look up Nate No Face.
Yeah, but also like Power Plant is actually a contemporary band as well.
Oh, I see. Okay, so we're talking about modern post-punk. Post-punk influenced music.
Yes, very much so.
Very good.
Talking about,
will you give us like an early preview on somebody's saying John Carpenter? John Carpenter's are good, making some good synth music. But
Ooh,
will
John
you give us a preview of some of this music?
Sure, I'll improvise it. Okay, so basically, like, just imagine like a really crunchy bass line, like don 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 don. Just imagine that, but on a loop, and then like right. That's pretty much the instrumental.
What is that tattoo? What is that tattoo? That's a snare drum.
That's a drum sound. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, snare drum and bass on like the like boom cha choo cha. You know, like that.
Cha-choo. Okay.
Yeah. You know that groove? That's a really good groove.
I like that groove. Hell yeah.
Yeah. And
Very
then
good.
I'll just hop on top of that, and then maybe use like a distortion pedal for my voice to it sound cooler. Add reverb to that as well.
Okay.
Because I'm not the greatest singer. I'm not like Richard Nixon over here.
Yeah, he was showing off with that.
Oh my god, that was beautiful.
He was going off with that Como La Flor stuff. He was showing off. Yeah.
No, I thought he was gonna sing Amor Prohibido. I thought he was gonna sing that one.
Yeah, but no, the one that he's saying is pretty sad though. I mean, it fits what he was trying to do.
That's true as well.
So look,
in fact, it probably fits it better because like, that one is more about like, oh, this is a love that I lost, right?
Yeah.
Then como como la flor. But then the other one, Amor Prohibido, is just like, oh, I like you and you like me, but we can't be together.
That one, yeah, maybe that one fits too, because that would have been you're right, that one would have been better because it's like he's still clinging, like he's still hanging on to like that.
What if Chipford's not clinging on?
What?
Then what if Chippy's not clanging on?
Exactly. Well, that's why it's funny because he's like basically saying like, oh, this is a forbidden love, but it's really not. It's just that she chopped him. I wanted him to do Bitty Bitty Bomb Bomb because I feel like that would have been totally inappropriate. Because that's not even like he's like the one that you're saying is like he's still kind of thinks there's something still possible, but Bitty Bitty Bomb Bomb would be like he didn't even realize he got chopped or something. Like he's just ecstatic.
But then see, that's not Richard Nixon right there. That would be either Greg or you, Mr. Brown. I think it'd be Greg that would do that.
Oh yeah, Greg's the type of cretin who just keeps on trying no matter what, you know.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Well, this is good. I like that you're gonna do some of this synth punk. What I would like to do is maybe like you actually send us a file, and anybody can do this. Send us a file, and we'll like do a listening party or something. All right.
Oof, and you actually could do that because I don't know anything about like how to copyright music and stuff.
There you go. We'll just take it, and then we'll take ownership of it somehow.
Oh no.
I'm just kidding. Well, Benito, good to talk to you. Always a pleasure. Please come back on the next episode of the stream.
Think about it.
All right.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Think about it. He's big timing. He's big timing us. Oh boy. Of course I forgot to do this. Ombredor is one of my favorite people in the server. To be honest, Head for Hydra and Lasagna Tube are so wonderful. Kukilia sent me a song suggestion from Saint. Always got to thank Saint Shenanigans. RM, can you please say, like the stream, you little pukes? Imagine we are the kids and you are Walmart. Guys, please like the stream. Please like the stream. You bastards, you. You ass. You asses, you. Don't forget to check your Discord inbox. Oh, Emmy. That's from Emmy, so you know it's going to be a link to what she thinks is a funnier podcast. Billy Boy Blue. Dreaming of You is the best Selena song. I can't remember Dreaming of You. I bet if I heard it. Makes Billy Boy Blue cry a lot of her stuff is pretty intense. So I'm glad Richard Nixon picked that because it's like he's really cut, you know, his heart is bleeding out onto the Discord. You know what I mean? All right, so I guess Saint Shenanigans vouched for Ombredor. Ombredor, are you there? I could be saying that wrong. Ombrador.
Can you hear me?
Hi. How are you?
Oh my god. Hi.
Welcome to the program. Thanks for joining us tonight.
No problem.
What are you up to?
Well, honestly, before I talk about myself, I would like to address a few of the things that were mentioned earlier in the stream.
Please.
Okay, to begin, I think her name was Emmy. Shout out to you, sis, for getting ate like a steak. You're an inspiration to us all. Also, that what was it, that alien show you were talking about?
Oh yeah, have you watched it?
I haven't, but it sounds like the ultimate Ancient Aliens Ghost Hunter crossover.
Oh, that's it. I meant to even say that's exact. It has that Ghost Hunter vibe of like these people who are just kind of stumbling around, not finding anything, but getting really excited and worked up over basically nothing. So yes, exactly.
That's lovely. Honestly, I would love to be on a show like that, just to like not take it seriously and ruin it. I feel like that'd be great for me.
You'll be the like you'll throw cold water all over everything. You'll be
I would absolutely be the ghost. Excuse me.
That's what I was waiting for too with this show, is that it's these old dads who are wandering around in the desert, and there's like 8 of them, and I was just waiting for one of them to like hide behind and like jump out, and they all get scared. That would have made it my favorite show like immediately.
It honestly would fit with the character of Midwestern dad to like mess with everyone.
Yeah, we're talking like they're such stereotypical dads. We're really in like bright white New Balance area with these guys.
God.
Yeah.
Old Unstables.
Exactly.
Anyway, also all this talk of Selena, this is kind of morbid, but have you seen her grave?
No, I have not.
Oh my God, it is giving beloved public figure. Like, that is how you let the children know that you were here. Definitely look it up.
Where is Selena's grave?
I'm not sure exactly where it is, but it's literally everything, like goals.com.
All right, I'm gonna look up a picture.
I encourage you to do so.
Picture in the meantime. Go ahead.
Okay. I don't know. Oh yeah, you were talking about family porn.
Oh, yep. That's our That's our investigation that we're doing this episode.
Oh, that's lovely. Okay, I would like to send.
Go ahead. Oh no, your phone dropped out, or your mic dropped out. Damn it, I was really on the edge of my seat there. Ombre. Or maybe it's Amber. Ombre. Oh my, what a letdown. Because it was just really ramping up into like probably the most interesting topic, which is family porn. Unbelievable with these mics. MEC says Tom Segura shills for Big Chew. GI Joker, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. How you doing?
Man, you know what? Like this whole thing of communicating through like Discord and stuff, it causes some real letdowns. Like,
listen here, brother. I have a solution for you, brother. Listen here. You just need to get a freedom phone.
We need a freedom phone. We need a freedom phone. George Soros tapped my phone, so I need to get free.
You know, I don't have to pay no phone bill to Mark or Jeff, but I do have to pay one to a guy named Steve. He definitely pays my phone bill.
These reptilians. They tapped my phone, and then I got the freedom phone, and I don't hear them breathing on the other line anymore. That's my.
I just inserted my Verizon SIM card and it works.
What is this? Did you watch the video of this freedom phone? What is this thing?
Yeah. So it's basically, imagine like, oh, this is something, by the way, that your girl Candy Owens is supporting. So you know it's a grift.
Yes.
It's basically a phone that is got the same specs as like $100, like $140 phone. At like 100, they actually don't list the specs, but a lot of people think it's like this like cheap knockoff the Verizon OS phone. And basically they're selling it. This one dude, this quote unquote tech millionaire kid, is selling it for 500 bones a pop. And it doesn't come with a SIM card. You have to insert a SIM card from like your like cellular company, like Verizon, AT&T, and the whole purpose of it is so you don't like they don't ban apps, so it's just gonna be full of malware.
Beautiful.
And yeah, it's great.
Oh, that's gotta be what's gonna happen with those. If there's no like protection from that crap, your phone's just gonna turn into like, Windows 98, or it's just gonna like be filled with
thing is,
crap.
They probably don't ban. They say that you don't ban any apps, so that means you're gonna go onto their app store, like being like a big red-blooded American patriot, and just find like child porn.
Right.
Which is like the worst thing ever. No, you were talking about family porn, and I just wanted to say, RM. I last week I said, you know what? You need to change the title. You need to take that shit out. You need to stop talking about this. I'm your manager. I don't know if you remember that.
Right. Yep.
But listen, I think we should just go full throttle.
Yeah.
You see, it takes a lot to like jumpstart like a YouTube career. So hear me out.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna whip out the scissors, whip out the hair gel.
Okay.
We're gonna make you look like Ben Shapiro. We're gonna take the glasses off, put a yarmulke on you.
Yeah, I think I could pretty easily go into Shapiro mode.
I think again, and as a reward, we'll get somebody who can go into Abigail mode.
Oh. I like where you're going with this, because that would
Ben Shapiro gets dominated by Sisters Milkies.
Right. That would be the ultimate. Remember when like what was it that there was that game, the bathwater gamer girl? She went on OnlyFans, and people she made like $4 gazillion in like 2 days. I feel like
this is your rocket to the moon.
I think that this is it. I mean, if Benny Shapiro and his sister did one of those type of films, I call them films. Could you imagine who wouldn't pay the whatever $20 to get it to go on OnlyFans to see that?
I'll tell you what. I'm sure Michael Knowles will watch that with one hand on the remote and one hand down his pants. You know who Michael Knowles is?
I do. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
He's one of the greats. He's one of the greats.
He's one of the Daily Wire cronies. Well, that's one of the things I wanted to mention to you. I think the other thing I wanted to mention was Richard Nixon on here. I think that's the first time Richard
stuff.
Nixon's ever been like an enlightened centrist.
Yeah.
Where he's like, you know what? I'm not here for comedian. I'm not here for Lander. I'm rooting for Chippy. And I was like, damn it, Richard, where were you when we needed you to be a centrist?
Exactly. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. It's exactly right. Yep. It's he's not living up to our like historical image of him, right?
Not at all. Do you mind if I send something to you real quick? You can play. This is the ad I got on Steam just a moment ago.
What is it? Can you describe it?
So the Olympic Games is coming up, right?
Yes.
This Friday is the opening ceremony. So like every gaming company is like trying to get like money, like just squeeze money out of this, right?
Of course, yeah.
So there is apparently the Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games video game. It's the official video game. And one of the skins you can buy in this game is a full suit of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Ooh.
But it looks so bad.
Is it like the movie? Is it that weird movie Sonic where his nose is all weird and stuff?
It's worse than that. Imagine Sonic, but he has like long man arms and legs.
Oh my god!
They're not like
that's
they're
disturbing.
not body proportioned. They're not body proportioned. They're just like really long.
Oh.
And he's doing all the sports. Like he's running. He's doing hurdles and stuff, and he's like in a full Sonic suit, and like next to him are like actual athletes. So it's like even worse. Like he's running against like Usain Bolt, and like in a full like furry costume, basically.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. But his
And this is DLC.
his limbs
This is downloadable
are looking
content.
his limbs are
You have to
looking
buy it.
really weird though.
Oh yeah, it looks totally awful.
This sounds pretty good. I'm gonna post this picture because I got to see this. What's the deal with people? Because Sonic seems pretty easy. Like he's a cute little hedgehog. He's blue.
Oh.
It should be easy to get, but they always end up turning him into this gruesome, disgusting sewer creature.
Wait, did you hear what they did to the Trump social media?
No, what happened?
So there's like this the social media thing that Trump started with like
Yeah.
a bunch of other idiots.
Yeah.
They were like,
The
"This
one
is
that
the one
nobody went
platform I
on.
won't get banned."
Yeah.
Well, come to find out, it's literally just full of Sonic porn now.
Right. Yeah, I did hear about that. That's pretty good. I mean, that makes me want to go on more, right? I mean, that like
I mean, not for me. Greg, what do you have to weigh in on this?
Greg, are you there?
Yeah, I think, we're talking about family porn. What about Sonic and Tails? That'd be cool.
Okay, yeah,
I was thinking more Tails and Knuckles. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Tails and Knuckles! Hell yeah, dude. Actually, I'm gonna pull that up right now.
Oh God. Ugh.
Oh, dude.
He was
You let
taking
that
his
guy
shirt
watch
off.
your kids?
He was taking
You
his
let that guy
shirt off.
watch-
Yeah, no
You
more.
let that guy watch your kids?
One of my kids calls him Uncle Greg, and I'm like, oh God. And Greg's like,
Whoa.
Greg's really transferring a lot of his,
Hey,
beliefs.
listen, it's better than calling him Father Greg, if you know what I mean.
Oh God.
And who knows? It could be one of my kids. You never know.
Ugh, he loves that kind of joke.
I don't think you get it, Greg. I don't think you get the joke.
Oh God. Greg's disgusting. Well, you really
Yeah,
opened a
pretty
Pandora's box here with Greg, so gonna have to flush your GI Joker.
All right, that's fair enough. I'll see you Wednesday probably.
I love you. Yeah, come back Wednesday, and I'm gonna take a look. Well, let's find some more gruesome Sonic pictures.
Hell yeah, brother.
Bye bye. Really good guy right there. Classic good guy. Well, guys, before we keep going, I wanted to show you a kind of funny video that I found. Of course, friend of the show, Zizek. I was watching this interview with him on Jack O'Bon. Jack O'Bon has this like a YouTube channel, and they were doing an interview with him, and it's kind of something interesting. Something kind of interesting happens in here, so just check this out.
When they approached it, they heard some singing, and they thought, this must be some stupid tribal songs and so on. And then when they approached more,
I'm not playing that. This is not a joke or me doing a sound. That's his background.
or they saw the rebels, the blacks, are singing Marseillaise. You know what happened? The French soldiers said, wait a minute, are we here fighting on the right side? They came side.
What is that?
They rejoined the black. That's why, very interesting. That's why.
It keeps going.
That's why, when...
Literally, people in the chat for this video are saying, answer your phone.
Later, in 1804, I think, when the revolution...
That's... I mean, he doesn't, like, turn it off, or it just, like, lets this thing keep going. Oh, boy. Wow. Wow. When I heard that, I was like, dude, it's just turn, like, answer it and then turn it back off, or turn your ringer off or something. Amazing. Just let me keep this ringing. I feel like, honestly, we need to... Can we get him? Can we get him on? Slavoy? Oh my god. Why does everybody who discords in as a guest have such a problem?
Yes, hello.
Oh my god, you're all reverbed out. Can you fix that?
Hold on, let me try. Hello? Hello?
That's a little bit better.
Yes. Yes, thank you for having me back to show.
Okay. Let's do a quick one, because every time you come on, people are like, they say not this again. I see a lot of
What these people are, they are very jealous and angry because, they hate me because they want to be me. That's what they say.
Okay, great. So yeah, I was watching that interview and I hear it's like this twinkle, the ding, 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 ding in the background. Why would you let that just keep going on an interview?
Well, this is the problem, is that you probably don't know what this is like, but I have access to brand new, beautiful cell phones.
Okay, you have access to beautiful new cell phones?
Yes. You probably have a piece of crap phone that you like, a burner phone.
A burner phone?
Yes, like on The Wire, that HBO show, The Wire, where they have to throw away their phones because they do deals for crack on those phones.
Okay. Yeah, like a burner phone.
Yes, that's what you have, because you, frankly, are a piece of crap.
Okay. What's with this attitude?
Look, the last time I came on, I feel like you're being attitude toward me. So, fuck you.
Okay. Well, just answer the question. What's with the thing?
Well, I was like I was saying, is that I have phone. This is much better phone, so that's probably why you were confused.
Okay, yeah. What do you mean much better phone? Like what brand is it?
It's from company that makes top of the line phones. It's called Nokia.
Okay, so you have like an old Nokia phone from the 90s. Why do you still have that?
Well, because I figured out how to make different noises when someone calls.
Okay. So you figured out different ringtones, it sounds like. That's it. You figured out how to do ringtones.
I don't know what that is, but you can go through and make different sounds when someone calls. And so what I wanted to do for this company, these people who were interviewing me, is just to kind of show off my new ringer. And I think they were very impressed, so I just kept letting it ring during interview.
Okay, that's kind of rude, Slavoy. That doesn't seem like you, that you would do that to just show off your new phone.
I have one other question before I go.
Yeah, okay, yeah. You could tell I was about to flush you.
Yeah, I could tell you have finger on trigger to let me go, because people in the chat, they don't like this. They don't like this when I come on.
No, they really don't. It's tedious. People are starting to get sick of this little segment.
Yes, they are. But I wanted to know if you have heard the new Tyler, the Creator album.
No, I have not heard the new Tyler, the Creator.
Well, there is a rapper on there I like very much. His name is Young Man.
Young Man? There's a rapper named Young Man?
Yes, NBA Young Man. He's doing very good raps on Tyler Creator album.
Okay. Young Boy. His name is Young Boy.
Yes, he's good rapper. You know who I don't like?
Who?
I don't like that Anthony Fantano guy. You know this bald guy? Anthony Tano, he comes on here and he gives all crap about, I am the arbiter of what is good music.
Oh, you hate Anthony Fantano?
Yes, he thinks he is master of music. And this is strange because he gives, I don't know if you noticed this, but he gives very bad numbers to some albums that I like.
Like what? He gave a bad review to stuff you like?
Yes, like I like that Earl Sweatshirt.
Earl Sweatshirt?
Yes, he's good rapper, and Anthony Fantano give him 6 on the album. What the crap? What is this shit, man? I would like to put out to Anthony Fantano, I would like to send message.
Yeah, you want to send a message out to Anthony Fantano?
Yes, I will kill you, man. You come to Slovenia, I give you a beat in your face, in your bald head, you fuck mother.
Okay, whoa, calm down.
I hate that man. He thinks he knows all good music.
Okay, yeah, I'm not going to have you threatening Anthony Fantano with a fight here on my
show. Well, this is the problem. He come giving chicks to, everything. To that Kanye, what's that Kanye album where he's all of the lights, all that crap?
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy or whatever.
Yeah, he give that a 6, but that's clearly best. That is best Kanye, but he give a 6.
Did he give it a 6?
I don't know. And I honestly don't care. But I still will fight that bald man.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough. I'm not gonna have. Get him out of here. I'm not gonna have Slavoj Žižek threatening Anthony Fantano. Yeah, to the chat, I noticed he's not sniffing as much as he usually does. That's sort of weird. Man, I don't know. Should we keep letting him call? It's always sort of a disappointment. I mean, the last one he was in, got himself into some cryptocurrency scam. Now he's threatening Anthony Fantano on the thing. Unbelievable. Ombre, are you there? Hello.
I have returned.
Hi. Hey. What happened? Look, this is the really sad part of doing stuff like this, is that, like, if you're in normal life, you're having a conversation with somebody, nobody like just turns heel and walks away. But here, we're having a good conversation. I have you do a cliffhanger about this family porn stuff, and then it's just like you disappear. It's pretty sad.
It was my the ultimate getaway.
Well, please,
I've returned though. I've returned out of sympathy for you.
Oh, thank God bless you, because I cannot do it on my own. But
honestly, you're welcome.
Can you please hit us up with your take on the family porn situation that we're dealing with?
Oh yes, the family porn. Yes, of course.
Oh yeah.
So what I was saying was that, like, I believe that, like, the reason that people are drawn, like the people who are drawn to it is because because it's taboo. Like, that is the appeal, I believe.
That's my take. That's my feeling. That's my initial feeling too. Yeah.
I think it's the same reason why people get into, like, no kink shaming or anything, but why people get into, like, the kinks that are, like, looked down on. It's because it's looked down on that draws people to it. You know what I mean?
Right. It's like the rush of doing something forbidden, and at the same time doing something that you're like, maybe there's a little bit of that you're drawn to. Yeah, I think that's my kind of take. A lot of those Quora things or whatever, a lot of these answers where it's like, oh, well, it's because it's this Oedipal thing, or it's the first crushes that they had on. That doesn't resonate with me at all. But like the idea of it being forbidden, you can like put that into lots of other porn genres, like like forbidden stuff is always sort of attractive in that
universally applicable theory.
Exactly, totally. It goes across the board. But the question that I have is, like, when they're talking about sisters and brothers, like, for me, like, that's sort of a roadblock. That's sort of a spike strip to porn. Like, do you think any of these people are actually? Do you think there's any effect where people are going to start becoming more attracted to their siblings because of this?
I believe that if you become attracted to your siblings, then you probably, were entertaining that idea to begin with.
Right.
So I don't think it's gonna pull anybody over to the dark side, darling.
Well, now at least you have something to blame. You could be like, well, it's not me. It's all of this porn in society. That's the problem. That's why I make out with my sister, because of all the porn. It's not my fault.
Oh yes, of course. Just dump all the responsibility on society. Of course.
It's the new video games. Like, remember, it would always be like, oh, the video games is the reason for everything bad. Now
for all the murder.
Exactly. Now we can just go straight to incest porn. I love it. Beautiful.
Oh my God. What a trajectory. Trajectory.
Well, wait, tell me if I'm saying your name right. Ombre Dore?
Amber Dore.
Amber Dore. Okay, that sounds that's got a way nicer flow to it. I like that. But
thank you so much.
Do you have anything else you want to shout out, or should I give you the flush? Now's
I'd like to shout out everybody in the community. You guys are all great. Just wanted to pop in real quick, do my little bit, wiggle around a little and leave.
All right. I love you, Amber. I'll talk to you later.
Okay. Thank you for having me.
Bye-bye. I like that. In and out with some precise material. Very well done. Sounded like this. Precise, to the point, bang, bang. Man, I'm really disappointed with these Slavoj Žižek calls. I gotta be honest. Like, this guy, I've listened to so much of his stupid lectures and all this crap, and he just calls in threatening people, getting into trouble with cryptocurrency. It's sad. It is
disgusting.
Blue Jay Rhodes, thank you so much. And Saint Shenanigans, thank you for communicating behind the scenes things to me through the money laundering scam that is the Discord chat or the YouTube chat. Making up for Squid for Hire being absent. Please Venmo to him. There we go. There we go. There we go with the money laundering. Well, guys, we're coming up on the end here. Let's do some super rapid fire. Let's do some rapid. This went by really quick. How have we been doing this for 10 hours already? 10 hours. How have we been doing this for 2 hours? Let's do some rapid. Let's do some rapid ones.
That's really weird.
Classic member of the community and matriarch. Ladies, gentlemen, and others, welcome Saint Shenanigans.
Hi.
Shenanigans, are you there? I'm hearing a lot of reverb.
Yeah. Is that better?
That sounded real good. Shenanigans,
Okay.
What up? What up with you?
I have had to do one of the least favorite things. I've been putting my work in proper you gotta dress it up. You gotta dress up for church on Sunday. Okay, well, if it makes grandma happy,
Yeah.
But I hate it. I hate it so much. And I think it shows with how cynical, you wouldn't know unless you know me. But my frames, most of them are glass panel with a little hanging fixture on the back.
Oh, you're talking about framing your artwork. You don't.
Yes.
You don't feel like you just want it in the raw. You don't want it to get all fancied up. You're just you want it to be this is it. Let's just leave it alone.
Well, so there's a couple of factors, right? And one of the biggest factors, which makes it really, really hard to price art at all, is sort of my mission statement as an artist, which is to try to make things accessible.
Right.
So it's oh shoot, but if I'm gonna even have it shown at all, I have to have at least some things for sale. Well, maybe I can just negotiate with this bar owner person to, give the work out as I see fit and make these cups. But then that's also a lot of time commitment. I might be okay with that.
Did you negotiate a good price with this bar owner? They're trying to buy some of your stuff?
There's a standard thing when art sells out of it's like real estate. Free real estate. No, but actually and it's 25% and I'm that's not a lot, that's still leaving me with the majority.
Oof.
It's pretty good, for real.
Oof. So
for real. For any gallery space, that's doing pretty well.
They're taking
and it's a local, yeah.
They're taking 25%.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's not too bad. Yeah. I heard it in reverse. My brain is shutting down.
They leave me 25%.
Yeah, I was whoa, that actually seems like a bit of a rip. But okay, 75%.
You've seen the Bo Burnham special Inside by now, I'm sure.
I still haven't watched it. I know he's singing his songs.
Gosh.
He's singing his songs.
But I do it for free. Yeah, they'll probably pay me, but I'll do it for free. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah, you're the what would I say? Maybe fifth or sixth person who's told me to watch that. But I know looks interesting. It looks interesting.
Well, it might hit with you. I definitely watched it because somebody kept nagging me about it, and I thought it was worth it. So
all right.
Very artsy fartsy.
I'll take a break.
Do you have any?
I'll take a break from my alien hunter shows to watch this guy Bo Burnham.
Why do I have such a hard time? That sounds really cool, by the way. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
that sounds hysterical. I just want to see the dads struggling to get the equipment out of the car while they all like argue with each other. Like that
Oh,
has
yeah.
to be in every episode, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's a bunch of dads. It's a group of dads. They're at dad summer camp. It really is. Like, everybody, please go watch The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch. It is one of the most unintentionally funny things. Like, all the stuff that like Tim and Eric borrow from and all this stuff, it's like funnier than that.
Yes.
And they also do all the sort of like reality TV cliffhangers and stuff, but the cliffhangers like make no sense, and they're clearly just trying to add some organization to this like chaos of a show. But please,
That sounds really freaking funny.
Anybody who can watch it, please go watch it.
I guess, yeah, I do have a general question for you.
Let's hear it.
There is something that I should show you.
Let's hear it.
Because you'll think it's cute.
Let's hear it and see it.
The question is about the chuddiness. Like, how much chuddiness are we like cool with? Is this the place for the reformed chuds already? Is this the place for everybody? Or like, I don't know, like how do you feel about it, I guess?
Of chuddiness? Of like Trumpster type people coming in here?
No, not Trumpster type people. Just that weird, like, I don't know. Like, I would say that Richard Nixon right now is setting an I mean, like, it's hard to say, right? I don't know what the DMs look like.
Uh-huh.
But I do know that publicly, like, yeah, he's not crossing over the line into chuddiness. Is it like, oh, okay, like that's right up to it. You're kissing the line, but respectfully and consensually.
What exactly? I know I've heard that that thing a bunch, but what exactly?
That weird entitled guy attitude. And it's also connected to like that toxic masculinity stuff and just all that good jazz.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody who's a little bit hard-headed. I don't know. Before I knew the term toxic masculinity, I did come up with a term to describe a similar phenomena in my own head. Just guy pride. A very specific thing, and it's very fragile. And if you fuck with it, you will upset someone, but they will not be able to cry because of their guy pride.
Well, wait, let me ask you this, Shenanigans. Did you hear his soulful rendition of that Selena song, though?
I did.
Does that redeem? Is there any redeeming value to that?
I think that us folks with ADHD have an intense like, it's easy for us to maintain attention briefly, so grand romantic gestures are like extra like, right. Extra attractive.
I see.
Yeah, because I can maintain my attention long enough to practice up a song and show somebody.
Right.
I don't know, that's cool.
Would that be like a way to keep, like, if it's a long romantic thing?
Ultimately, don't base your value on what someone thinks of you romantically. Have a foundation of how you understand yourself that is separate from how you are in a relationship.
People are saying in the chat, they're saying that multiple people are saying chud is not guy pride. This is really stirring up the chat.
Yeah, I don't know all of what chud means, and I bet Mary Kate would have a more substantial take on it. But I think it is the same beastie by any other name or whatever, right?
Brian Carthens seems
Scratch
really
just as thick.
He seems really invested in this. He says that Chad equals douche. Chad equals douche.
Chud?
Chud.
Chad?
Sorry. Chud. Well,
No,
people are saying Chad and Chud in there, and it's getting my little noggin all scrambled. But
yeah,
he
so
says
I guess I'll just be
Chud-
more precise, right? Entitled dudeness.
Entitled-
It's a thing among gal folk too, but it's definitely clearly if like, okay, RM, you know women. You've befriended some of them, yes?
Oh, absolutely, yes, totally.
How many of them have you not, like, but just by percentage, how many of them have you heard a story of a guy overstepping their boundaries?
Oh yeah,
What percentage of your female friends?
Happens a lot. Very common. Very common. So that's a chud is sort of a guy
Overstepping boundaries.
overstep guy who has been told that they are a douche. Brian Carthens has his very own specific, but that's kind of what I always thought. It's a douche. A douche.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I've heard it used to describe a very specific type of douche who kind of like it has some redeemable qualities, perhaps,
Wow.
Like, that's how actual Jake, I think, uses it a lot of the time. He has a segment called Chud Watch.
Uh-huh.
So
How dare you mention another show on this thing?
I know, I'm plugging. Wait, isn't that Emmy's job? Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
quick thing about Emmy.
Okay, go.
You might not remember this, but do you
Go.
remember when Emmy like popped in and you were like, she was like, "Oh, I can't believe that you flushed me and you made me talk to Greg and then you flushed me. Oh my god." And I was like, how hard is it for RM in this moment specifically to not flash the smile, showing that he knows how funny it would be if he flushed her right now?
Oh, yeah.
And also to additionally not flush her, because you didn't do either of those things. And I just want to say I am proud of you.
That's sort of a classic because, like, I feel like that's a classic, like, old radio thing of, like, somebody saying, "Hey, look, like, don't hang up on me. I gotta say blah, 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 whatever." And they just
don't
immediately...
expect smooth transition.
It's a classic joke.
Yeah.
All right, shenanigans. I'm going to
Pretty
try to
great.
rapid fire through some
Hey, I
Discords.
believe in you. Have a good rest of your night. You got this.
Love ya. Let's go through. Flyboy, are you there?
Flyboy, what's up, bro? What's up, bro?
Sorry about that. Greg on his BS again.
Whatever, dude. Whatever, dude. You know what? Like, enough with the Slavoj Zizek things.
Why?
Because he's boring. He's boring. He's boring. He's just comes on here and talks about Tyler, the Creator. Oh, it was boring.
Okay, Greg, calm down, dude. You're being weird. Sorry about that, Flyboy. Flyboy, are you there?
How are you, Mr. Brown?
Hey, what up, Flyboy? What up
Hello.
with you? How you doing?
I'm good.
What do you
I'm
got
good,
for
man.
What do you got for us tonight on the program, Flyboy?
I wanted to talk about the metric system.
Oh yeah, this is gonna make it for good exciting content. Let's hear it.
Why don't you Americans use the metric system? Doesn't make any sense.
I would say.
Why do you still measure shit in the king's foot?
Flyboy,
Just
have you been paying attention to our country? Like there's no logic. You could ask that about basically everything we do.
Yeah, I know.
You remember that guy was talking about that wheel of shame? Like that's basically how we run this place. We spin the wheel of shame, and with whatever it
wheel of
lands on.
shame?
Yeah, did you not hear? Well, okay, the point I'm trying to make here, Flyboy, is that there's no rhyme or reason to what we're doing over here.
Oh, I can see that for sure.
It's chaos. It's chaos.
No offense, but like everyone's laughing at you.
How dare you? How dare you talk about my beautiful country that I chose to be born in? How dare you talk about? How dare you? USA. Where at Flyboy? Where are you? Are you in South Africa?
No, I'm in Perth, Western Australia.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. I got my accent wrong. What's going on in Perth? How's everything in Perth?
Not a lot. I like to think of Perth as like a fairy tale land. Like nothing ever happens here. Nothing bad. And nothing that good either.
Ah, okay. You know what? That's kind of like where you want to live, right? Like you don't want big ups and downs from where you live. You just kind of want stuff to stay out of your way so that you can do what you want, right?
It's also kind of boring, though.
Well, what kind of excitement are you looking for? Like schools banning civil rights and stuff?
Just watching, maybe just watching the American news is enough excitement.
Well, very good. Well, you know what? I'm gonna tell some of these people to work on. Hey, work on it. Oh, somebody said, look, what I'm about to say to you, Flyboy, I bet you hear from Americans all the time.
Uh-oh.
But if we had to say who's a well-known entity, a person or a group of people, let's just say from Perth, who would be the first to come to mind?
Like what? Like a band or something?
That might be. What's
Bon Scott, man?
No, I don't know. Give one more.
What? You don't rate Bon Scott? That's all we got, man.
Tame and
Heath Ledger.
People are saying
the
Tame
Joker.
They're saying
the
Tame
Joker
Impala.
himself.
They're saying Tame Impala.
Oh yeah, Tame Impala too. Yeah.
Tame Impala. All right. Well, I'm sorry about the metric system. I'm gonna work on it. I'll go. I'm not gonna use it anymore. I'm not gonna use it anymore. Okay.
Yeah, start using the metric system. It makes more sense.
All right. I'm gonna work on it. I love you, Flyboy. I want to come visit in Australia. Okay.
Sure. You can come sleep on my floor.
Yes. All right. Cool. I'm gonna hold you to that. I'll show up, and you'll be to whoever else lives in your house. You'll be like, I don't know, this weirdo. He showed up. He's got his like garbage bag of clothes. We gotta let him stay. And then I immediately get bit by a snake and die. So that'll be fun. All right.
That'll probably happen.
Bye, Flyboy. Love you. Good guy. Good chilled out guy who we all love to talk to. Somebody says tame koala. How dare you? How dare you? You show Australia some respect. You piece of crap, you. Metric system equals king, but we don't do kings in America. That's right. That's right. USA. USA, guys. Let's just do, guys, a bunch of people have jumped in, but we're running out of time. Willem DeFlush, are you there?
Yes, sir. You there?
Hey, what up, DeFlush? So that guy, the last guy who called was from Australia. So of course, somebody says in the chat, this is a knife. This is a knife. That's not a knife. This is a knife. Anybody who comes to the United States from Australia, you got to hit them. This is just a word of advice. You got to hit them, barrage them with Crocodile Dundee quotes.
Was that Paul Logan?
Let me see. Is it Paul Logan? It would be. It would be. No, it's Alexander Chidester. But that is a Paul Logan type of thing to do for sure.
Absolutely, man.
But anyway, Willem DeFlush, how are you? And B, what do you got to share with us tonight?
I've figured out your training program for my backyard jiu-jitsu.
Oh yeah, I'm still interested in this because you got in a fight with Guy Ritchie in your BJJ studio.
It was more of a massacre, but yeah, I could teach you how to not get massacred as badly as me.
So this guy Guy Ritchie,
he's pretty jacked, dude. He's pretty scary.
Best known as Madonna's ex-husband, he pinned you down. He threw you a beating.
He big brothered me. He was noogieing me. He put my face in the toilet.
He said, "Why are you hitting yourself?" And he made you hit yourself with your own fist.
He was doing this.
Oh God!
Can you see me right now?
Yeah.
You can. Okay.
Yeah. You're doing the alternating face slap. Yeah. So he's sort of a big brother kind of creep. This guy.
Yeah. So I'm going to start you off on the Jocko Willink program. So you got to get up at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
I want 200 push-ups.
Oh.
And then you're going to be successful, my friend.
Am I allowed to throw up and poop my pants at that hour?
Yeah.
Look.
Intervals of 10 or 20, and in between those intervals, you can poop your pants.
Okay, cool. Because I think even if I wasn't doing a hard regimen, if just waking up at 4 a.m., I think I would not be able to control like in my body, and it would just be like really get real weird real quick.
Oh, absolutely.
So do you think you could teach me how to defend myself?
I would very much like to. You said you're a smaller guy.
Yeah.
And, the smaller guys tend to be very creative and agile. So that's the sort of thing I like. But I just also wanted to very quickly call out someone who might have called me out earlier on the show tonight.
Ooh, drama alert. Okay, go ahead.
I'm coming after Richard Nixon.
Ooh. Oh.
He's talking about...
Like he doesn't have enough problems? You don't think Richard Nixon has enough problems already? He's getting called out left and right on this show.
he's calling into your show and he's talking about the primo muscular class, except for those people that were pre-flushed. And I'm starting a WWE beef with him.
Ooh. Can I be like a Vince McMahon or whatever? I'll try to get in the middle of this stuff or whatever he does.
Yeah, you're promoting it, my friend.
Okay. You listen here, brother. What kind of
William DeFlush, aka Skippo at the end, aka Mario Randez, coming for Richard Nixon.
Ooh, this is getting scary. So we went from a dating show to a wrestling like a WWF thing. I love this. All right, Willem DeFlush. I like this. I like this rivalry. And wait, what state do you live in again? Can you remind me?
Oh, I'm in Colorado.
Right. So, can we smoke some doinks and do some wrestling?
Yeah, we will go full Joe Rogan if you want.
Yes, now we're talking. All right, we'll wake up at 4 a.m. like Jocko says, smoke doinks, and then wrestle. Perfect.
That sounds good. Gonna build the official ring in my backyard.
Yes.
I have the permits; they're all ready. I got the sanction. Richard Nixon, you're up. RM, you are mediating this affair.
Yeah. All right, DeFlush. I'll talk to you later.
All right.
Bye-bye. Good guy. He's starting a little bit of a beef. And people are... Bart in the chat says, get the likes past 100. It's like... I'm becoming the Richard Nixon of YouTube, because YouTube has totally shadow banned me, I believe. And I will be suing them, Trump style, for the banning, because that is my freedom of speech. And they've taken it from me. They've ripped it from my hands. Well, I want to thank everybody. Thank you to that lady from the Texas State Senate who was really a convincing accent and voice that didn't sound hacky at all. Thank you so much. Oh, hold on. We got to read these. Jane just says P.S. Thank you, Jane. Emmy, of course. Oh, Emmy's actually not talking about another podcast. She's talking about Biz Markie. Toilets for the Biz Man in the Sky. R.I.P. Biz Markie, yes. A legend, of course. One of the greatest. A rap icon, music icon, cultural icon, Biz Markie. Saint Shenanigans, $5. Benzel makes beautiful music. Yeah, Benzel, we need to get like everybody's music on here. And please do send some intro. Send your intro takes. Intro music takes, please. So, also, of course, thank you to Slavoj Zizek for coming on here and just causing problems. And guys, please watch that Secret of Skinwalker Ranch show and tell me what you think. And I will see you